his fall. Finally, he makes a safe landing. In this sequence, one stuntman fights several opponents. Though the techniques may be simple, they require a high degree of timing and coordination. Here, one of the stuntmen moves in on cue but misses the block, which puts him in the wrong position. Then, after this one technique is missed, the whole sequence breaks down. The next take starts well, with the fighters interacting with the right timing. Then one of the fighters comes in from the right and he's positioned wrong and blocks the camera's view of the action. This stuntman swings at his opponent, but they're too close. This means that our hero can't execute his kick properly. He's unable to hit the bottle and has to kick a second time. This time the sequence begins well, with the stuntman's movements coordinated and in sync. Here's the same scene from a different angle. This time the stuntman swings in too fast, then everyone loses their rhythm. With this kind of sequence, even when everything goes well right until the very end, you can make one mistake and then get kicked in the face. It's an occupational hazard for a stuntman. Using glass in a fight scene adds an extra element to challenge the stuntman. Even with sugar glass, you still have to be careful not to get flying splinters of it in your eyes. Here's the same scene from a different angle. This time the attacker brings the bottle in too high. It should be nearer the middle of the frame. Camera awareness is a very important attribute for a stuntman to develop. Even the best techniques are useless if the camera doesn't catch them. Here, one wrong move means that everything is positioned slightly out of frame. In this take, the bottle is still too high, but in the next one, it's perfect. The bottle comes in right in the center of the frame, and the kick comes in at the right angle to hit it. After breaking the bottle, the stuntman goes straight into the drop kick. The action continues, with this stuntman kicking as he falls to the floor. However, his attacker runs in too close and blocks the hero's head, obscuring his facial expressions. This time he lands, flips up, and the other stuntman runs into shot and delivers the kick right away. In this take, the stuntman throws his kick, but he misses, and now the attacker running in from out of shot doesn't grab him fast enough. This time the stuntman jumps up and executes a powerful kick to his opponent's stomach, but again the third man is coming in too late. This is a good take. The stuntman throws his kick, his opponent runs into frame, and everything happens consecutively with a kind of natural rhythm. The worst thing a stuntman can do is wait to get hit. It has to look natural. Here, this stuntman is waiting to get hit. Also, this wooden wheel is pushed into the shot too early. For the second time, the stuntman is waiting to be hit, and he gets kicked right in the groin. Even though the early part of the take isn't usable, notice that the wooden wheel comes in from left of frame with perfect timing. As the wheel comes at him, the stuntman turns and he reacts quite convincingly. Despite this, the scene has to be shot again. This is the good take. He kicks, drops, and then the wheel comes in. On the table, he splits his legs apart for added effect with no delays. In this outtake, the stuntman jumps back on cue, but he forgets to split his legs apart. Even though the breaking of the chair is just right, it's still a bad take. This sequence shows how important it is to have coordination between two stuntmen when they perform this kind of chasing scene. They have to match their movements second by second, constantly reacting to one another, or else the moves will look clumsy. Here, one stuntman grabs for the other, but he's already out of reach. If the two stuntmen fail to react to each other properly, anything can happen, including occasionally an unplanned flying shoe. In this take, they're completely out of sync. The stuntman doing the chasing is just grabbing at air, and there doesn't seem to be any real reason for the other man to run away from him. By the end, the whole sequence has run out of energy. Given the complexity of the scene, the unpredictable must be expected. Here, the stuntman vaults over well, but when he lands, he waits too long. The other stuntman runs into view, but then he really gets kicked. This is the good take. You can really feel the timing between them. The two stuntmen have the rhythm right, and they execute each technique to the full. The last kick looks like it really connects. The basic requirement of this shot is that the stuntman crash down through the table, through the glass, and onto the floor. In this outtake, we can tell that it's still going to hurt when he lands, but the table breaks too easily. This means that the audience won't feel the impact of the stuntman dropping through it, so the stunt doesn't really sell. This is the good take. He gets some good height on his jump back. He drops down in just the right place. The table shatters and everyone feels the pain, both the stuntman and the audience. This defines the Jackie Chan style.
Now you see how I'm used the set. You don't need some special things and special effect. Just use your imagination. Use everything around you. Whatever you see, then can be doing the comedy, fighting things. And what you see today is Jackie Chan style. One day I hope you can see your style. Okay?
In Rush Hour, Jackie plays a tough cop. This introductory scene sees him take down a gang of smugglers. It's the kind of sequence that usually needs a week to shoot, but Jackie, under pressure to finish the movie on time, only has enough budget for one night's filming. Everything has to move fast.
Very fast. Got it.
Okay, good. Jackie, come here, look.
What do you want? I don't like to look.
The exit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want one more?
Yep.
Either you see I lock the handcuff, turn around, pick up the gun, hit, cut. You use this shot.
Okay.
And later on, I handcuff, turn around, down, cut. Then you use this shot.
Right.
See, it's all good teeth.
See? Good. You want to do one more?
Yes.
More clean?
Well,
Okay.
this one.
As soon as I do the kick, cut. Here, boom, turn around. Run, jump, cut. Next shot will be here. Bang, sharp. And this guy, high shot.